Hi guys, Robot1 here, and today, yes, we are in a different location in my house. Reason for this, brother's here, no one's downstairs right now. He won't shut the fuck up while playing his Xbox, so making the video down here. So yeah guys, today we are talking about the new Yugioh Vrains episode. So yes, this is my Yugioh Vrains episode 4 review. This episode was actually a really good episode. Had a lot of stuff, and before you comment in the section, guys, yes, I'm wearing a Minecraft shirt. It was from Comic-Con in a mystery box. Why not? It was lucky to get my own size, like a size that fits me. I was lucky. So, yeah. But yeah, let's get into the Vrains video review anyway. So, episode starts off, everything seems pretty good. And we see Go, the entertainment duelist, the one from a few episodes back. He plays Gokis. Well, we find that out in the episode. And he's at the orphanage he's gone to some orphanage with some presents. Now, he goes into the orphanage with these presents, wondering where all the kids are, because essentially all these kids, usually they're meant to be outside and playing, or in the corridors of the orphanage, but they're not. He goes in the orphanage, and basically he sees these kids watching the TV, and he sees them watching Playmaker, and them being more interested in Playmaker than him. So, yeah, I see some jealousy in this scene. Yeah, so he must have been very jealous, obviously, because why else would he be surprised, shocked, all of that? Because there was a shock factor to him. Them being more interested in Playmaker and watching Playmaker than himself, which was kind of a little interesting. But yeah, after that, we cut out of that, and we go back to Go's house. So after the opening theme song, we go to Go's house, and he is training for the speed duels. So he's training to become a good speed duel user. He flops, falls off. Yeah, sees his manager. They have a little chat. Then we go to the Soul Corporation, where Zyzen is looking for duelists. So yeah, Zyzen basically has like a list of duelists that he could put against Playmaker. And Go is one of the duelists on here, obviously. And after that, Go kind of walks in. And he walks in basically and says, Zyzen basically says, we're willing to compensate you in any way to duel Playmaker, and all Go really wants is a battlefield to play Playmaker. So he accepts, and then we go to the present timeline where we finished off in the last episode with the Knights of Annoying. Breaking in, fisherman-looking guy comes along, and starts shouting, and Yusaki, he's gone. He's running back to his house. Before he goes to his house, obviously, he sees Hot Dog Man. Hot Dog Man throws him a card, and this card is none other than Deco Talker. So yes, in last episode, as we saw, the card was being created, the Deco Talker card, and now it is fully made, so it can be used in real-life duels, where this should be able to help him out later on in life, purely because if the Knights of Annoy do take over the real world, fusing the digital and real world into reality, then Yusaki's really going to be the only one who can duel, because obviously there won't be any other real cards. Another theory for another time, obviously. After that we cut into the Yusaki's house, and under the bed, alright, we got Ignis being a cheeky fuck again. He is with that cleaning robot, and what it sounds like is basically them getting it on. It sounds like the cleaning robot is getting kinky with Ignis, so Ignis the cheeky fuck has a girlfriend now, Yusaki's cleaning bot, which I found very funny, to be honest, because seeing something like that in this kind of anime, it was really interesting. Like, just to be able to see that, like, an AI, Ignis the AI, is having a relationship with some sort of cleaning robot, and all in the promise of trying to make it smarter. Also, another thing that happened, the robot, Ignis called it an idiot and still said, like, blushing in a way, you're still an idiot, and she's a prohibited word, and she said it was a prohibited word, so obviously she ain't got smart since the last episode. Ignis not keeping up to his promise. But after that, they realize Yusaki's coming. Yusaki's coming, so the robot puts Ignis back in the glass case, or in Yusaki's room. And yeah, so Yusaki comes in, grabs Ignis and the dual disc, goes to his wall, and it turns out Yusaki has one of the virtual chambers, I'm gonna call it, like the one in the Hot Dog Man's car, and Go's boxing ring. He can go into this room, this hidden room in his house, and basically go into the Vrains. So that was cool to see as well. After this, he pops out where the Knights of Hanoi is, and this is where we find out, as was pretty obvious, Go is sort of like phasing out back into his normal form from the Knights of Hanoi's form. After this, we find out, I'm basically just stating what happened, but guys, I am giving my input, but it seems like you're able to alter your AI inside the sort of digital world as well, which is kind of interesting, because I thought you wouldn't be able to actually do that unless it was like a time-based sort of thing where you can just be this specific looking person for a certain amount of time. But if that was the case, then I would think that Yusaki would probably not be able to stay as Playmaker for too long, which is something that it's kind of iffy. But after this, Go challenges Yusaki to a duel. He is not interested, so he tries to leave. But then this giant cage in the Vrains world drops. I believe this is the stage that Zaizen was to set up for them. I believe it's also in the last episode where the Bishop, Rook, and Knight were talking about to Zaizen to sort of lock them in to the Vrains. So they're kind of locked. So they're locked into the Vrains, which was interesting, because they do have preparations to lock the Knights of Hanoi and Yusaki Playmaker in the Vrains universe, which they can only get out if they beat Go, which is what we found out. We also found out that the Hot Dog Man after this is going to make a loophole to basically get Yusaki out regardless, even if he wins or loses, which is something that I think is quite good, because like just relying on having to beat one duelist doesn't mean that the Soul Corporation is just going to let you go. There's no guarantee in there. So Hot Dog Man is doing something very smart, doing this for them, doing this for Yusaki. So that's very good, because if he wasn't doing this as well, then it could turn into a very bad position for Yusaki and his cohorts, obviously. But what happens after that? We basically start a duel between Yusaki and Go. Go basically goes and he basically goes and summons his blue Goki and green Goki. Can't remember what they do, but I know the blue Goki has the effect that special summons one from hand, and the green Goki contribute to give Goki's attacks, give Goki attack points, which is good. And so this duel starts, and as soon as it starts, after his turn, we go back to Yusaki, and Yusaki is basically. He basically summons the Link Slayer and Cyverse Magician, and with this combo he switches one of the Gokis to defense mode, and Gokis have 0 defense because their Link monsters require it, and require it for their effects to be good. And he basically he summons Link Slayer, summons Magician, and deals a piercing damage to him, halving Go's life points. Now, after this, we cut to the orphanage again. And in the orphanage, we see all the kids, like rooting for Playmaker still. They all want Playmaker to win. They're saying like they don't want this guy to win anymore. So that's kind of sad for him, in my opinion, because we find out as well this is the orphanage that he grew up in. That's why he helps them so much. He gives them cash. He donates to them. He helps plays with the kids. That's probably why he became an entertainment duelist, so he could entertain the kids in the orphanage to help them out and give them better lives. I would say just so he can give entertainment to where he once lived, where he was once raised. Which I find kind of heartwarming to believe, just because why would you work so hard if not to give the next generation something to live for, something to see, which I found very good. And as this was going on, an announcer started doing a boxing reference, the 1, 2, 3 count, and in this count, because of Go sees dueling as a boxing match, which we do find out, he does say this, they start counting. So they go 1, 2, 3, and as the 3 goes up, Go stands up. He stands up on his surfboard, and we find out that basically he was faking it. Like, I doubt he would actually feel that much pain from just 2,000 life points. He would have actually taken damage, obviously, but we find out he's someone who who takes damage himself to then give more entertainment to the people that he's dueling for, which I found very, very, very entertaining in that opinion, purely because you wouldn't expect someone to purposely take damage. That's something in his character that I like. It's something that brings him a new light to himself, purely just because seeing that really, really does bring me some sort of joy, just to be able to see that he's willing to hurt himself to entertain others. Like, it shows a big part of his character, which is something I really did like about his character in general. But after this, after he gets up, we see, I believe we see the children again. We see the children rooting for Go again. And some other people outside in the real world are rooting for Go, and some are rooting for Playmaker. So outside the orphanage, this duel is being shown. But we do see Go's skill. So Go's special skill in the speed duels, and it's called Fighting Spirit. And this ability, essentially, it gives him the ability to revive any Goki monster that was destroyed that turn. So he was able to revive his blue Goki that was destroyed by Link Slayer, which was good for him because it gave him the ability to come back and make his Link monster, which we did see him make. As we know, he created the circuit, and through the circuit, just like Yusaki in 2 episodes ago, I believe it. No, it was one episode ago. He went into the circuit, put 3 Goki monsters in, because every time a Goki monster is sent to the graveyard, he's able to add a card. He also added the monster that allowed him to go into the his Link monster, and he makes his special Goki monster that takes 3 Link materials. And the good thing about his Goki monster is his Link markers all point down. So he has 2 that point left, bottom left, and the bottom left, and then he has 1 that points directly down, which is a great thing for Gokis. Like, Gokis are going to be a somewhat decent deck in my opinion, just because of this. But after that, he does do combos. He is able, after he summons his Link monster, we do see him revive, we do see him get 3 searches, essentially, because every time a Goki monster is sent to the graveyard, he's able to add a card to your hand of Goki other than itself, which is actually amazing. And he adds back a Goki card that allows him to monster reborn 2 monsters. And through this, he's able to get his monster to 5,900 attack. And with that, it was actually pretty good, because it ended on a cliffhanger, essentially, which I don't really like when things end on cliffhangers. It's kind of boring to have to wait the week and be like, oh, I want it now. Why do I have to wait the week? But him ending with 5,900 life points, more than enough to kill Yusaki, because he was able to change both of Yusaki's monsters to defense mode, and he can currently do piercing damage onto his Link Magician. His Cyverse Magician. And after this, we just see it just cuts. It goes into the end credits, and it was alright. But Yeah, so in this episode we did see a lot. We got to meet Go's character, his backstory sort of thing, which was actually quite interesting to find out Go's backstory, because it sounds like he didn't have a good backstory purely because he grew up in an orphanage. He wants to give back to the orphanage, the children who he may have grown, well, no, not grown up with, just give back to the children, make sure they have a happy life, and it was really good to see that, in my opinion. Like, you wouldn't expect some people to actually be giving hope to children. Like, he does help them a lot. He gives them gifts, as we saw in the first episode. We found out that he donates to the orphanage. He doesn't do any of this for money. He does this purely to entertain the children. And sure, he got a little jealous. He's obviously jealous that the children like Playmaker more than him, and I can understand that, because he pours his heart and soul into this orphanage, which is something you don't really expect from people. But Go really does show himself in this, showing that he's a selfless man who just really wants to give back to the orphanage that he grew up in. We also saw from this episode that Ignis getting it on with that cleaning bout. Yeah, so Ignis is basically being his cheeky fuck self as always. And yeah, so we got to see the duel. We got to find out the Soul Company is prepared to lock Playmaker and the Knights of Annoy in the Cyverse. We also found out a little more about Ignis, Yusaki's room, having that hidden room where he can go into the Vrains. And we found out that you can actually change your avatar inside of the world, in the Southern Link world. All in all, this was a good episode. We found out quite a bit. We got a lot. We got backstory on one of the main most likely going to be one of the main protagonists in the series. We found out quite a bit, which I do like a lot. I do enjoy this. This series is getting really good, and I really do want to keep reviewing this series. That's why I keep making these reviews, because I actually do enjoy it. Hell, I even make theory videos in this series. I've made a couple already, such as Ignis's body, what happened to that, and how the digital and real world are connected. Which go check those out if you want. They should be in the Yugioh Theories playlist, if you want to go check those out. But yeah, guys, this was a very good episode in general, and I did enjoy it. I thoroughly did. It gave us great backstory. It gave us great information, and we got part of the duel out of it. So I can't wait to see what happens next episode. Obviously, we got a little preview. I don't really check the previews much, and I don't really remember them, to be honest, because I try to clear them from my mind just so I can be surprised about what happens next time. But obviously, episode was great. Did enjoy it a lot. Why don't you guys tell me what you thought of this episode in the comment section below? We'll start a discussion, have some chats, maybe some theories in this discussion as well. But yeah, guys, that's the video. Tell me what you thought of this episode. Tell me if you liked this video. Tell me if you liked the new episode of Yugioh Vrains. Just give me your opinions in the comment section below. Like, guys, I really do like to read your comments, reply to your comments, and even get some discussions. So, yeah, I think it's time to close out this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Yugioh videos. Press the notification button to be notified of my future Yugioh videos. Hopefully next time we'll be back in my normal space. But I can't promise anything because my brother is here and summer soon and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, like, comment, subscribe, press the notification button, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Robobell1, signing out. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and check out the links in the description for the previous video, and the link to my Facebook page where you can see previous videos that I've posted there, and any other information that I may have posted there. I hope to see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.